Hello everybody, welcome to another vlog from Party Tents and Events. Today we're going to be setting up a 4 metre by 6 metre marquee or party tent. It's a repeat customer, so it's just a basic tent with the roof, the sides and no extras. So there'll be no lighting, heating, carpets etc. going in this one. Just a basic tent for shelter for a few people. We're getting a lot of calls for these at the moment due to the fact that the pandemic restrictions are starting to lift, and this is the first weekend where that is the case. So we're getting quite a few calls to do these tents. We're going to be doing a few other ones over the weekend as well, which I shall hopefully upload and show you later on in the coming days. The weather is dry at the moment, but they're saying there's more rain coming in later. Another reason why people are having the tents. So I'm going to load it all up now. I shall show you the process of loading it, putting it on the van, and then we'll go over to the job and I'll show you the setup. Okay, I'll just show you quickly round the shed where we store them all. This is all our tables and chairs, heaters, lighters, etc. And on this side we have all the poles, which is what we'll be using today. Some of these are already stacked up ready from a previous job, all strapped and ready to go, but I'm not using these ones today because they're going out for another one tomorrow. It's a different size, it's a 3 metre by 6, whereas this one is a 4 by 6. So we're going to be using these. So what we'll do is we'll get these all taken out into the garden, laid flat, count out how many poles we need, and then bring them round and load them into the van. Okay, we'll show you how we do that. Right, that's pretty much all the stuff we need for a 4x8 tent. So we got the corner pieces that join all the framework together. That's the framework there on the trolley, flatbed. That's your roof canopy, your side walls and your 2 end panels. That's pretty much it for this one. Normally we would have tables and chairs, lighting, heating, carpets and so on, but on this one we're not using that. But in a later one we will show you what we use for that. Right, we'll bring it round to the van and load it up, and then we will head off to the job. Okay. Only the poles going first, and we can lay everything else on the top of it. We've just pulled up outside the job. It's clouding over a little bit and looking like we're going to get a bit of rain, but hopefully I should get most of it done before that happens. I'm just going to bring all the stuff in. It's in a communal garden, this one, so it does make it pretty easy to get the stuff in. Often you're just doing them in back gardens, which does make it a lot trickier, especially if you've got tight spaces to turn around with the tent poles and stuff. But this one, we just got a gate over there which is already opened, so we can just bring the stuff straight through. Right, we shall get on with that and get cracking. Right everybody, that's everything brought in to the garden, which is where I'm going now. We've got all the equipment ready, which we will set up in a minute. There's a slight slope on this garden, but it's not too bad. I did one here before a couple of weeks ago, so it's a fairly straightforward job. And I shall show you the process of setting it all up. Okay. Right, that's the canopy on. We've got most of the framework on one side of the legs on. As you can see, that wind is picking up. So we've got to be pretty quick now because I think it's going to get windier as the day goes on. So we've got one side of the legs on here, as you can see. We're going to put the two end panels on while they're down so we can reach the higher levels. And then we'll raise up this side and put those on, and then we'll finish off putting the ends around the sides, the windows. So that's the next thing. We're going to pull down this end, tie this end and that one, and it'll get it all in position, and then if the wind does pick up it should then be all tied down with the bungees. Okay, we'll carry on. Right, that's all the panels on either side. It's starting to get very windy here, so I need to get these zips on each corner all done, all the way around, so that stop this wind coming in and picking it up before I can get a chance to strap all these poles down. So that's my next job, is to be zipping up on the outside. Sometimes I'll do them on the inside. Joining all this up together, just to keep this flapping about. Okay, that's the next one. Right, the next job is we're going to be putting all the ground bars on the bottom and then velcroing the bottoms of the side panels on so they don't blow around. I'll turn the camera so you can see what I mean. They'll go down on each side, 3 on each side, possibly 2 on the ends. Supposed to be picking up the wind, and we're right in the corner, and this is going to be here for a few days, so we need to make sure that it's all well secure. Right, we shall crack on with that. Right, let's get some bungees. I'll zip these up for now, stop the wind blowing in. The same on this end. But not too much because we need to get these poles in. Always on the ends are a bit tighter. I would normally put these on first, but because of that wind just picking up, I'm shagging it, as you can see. There you go, getting a bit of persuasion. And we do the same on this side. side of it done. It's pretty windy out there. So the next thing is going to be get all these pulled down tight and strapped all along here. I'm going to put 4 on, 1 on each corner and 2 in each middle. 2 in the middle, 1 on each down tight. Put it tight. The wind is coming through from this direction, so you've got to make sure it's pretty secure. Okay, let's do it. Right, that's pretty much it. That's the tent built. It took me a couple of hours to do, I suppose. I should give you a walk around all the strapping and stuff, so you can see how it looks. So we've strapped it all down with these ratchets, made them really nice and tight. Just put them nice and that way. I think the wind's coming in from that direction. It shouldn't be too much problem. Yeah, that's pretty good. Done that all the way around. Right, here's the inside of the tent. The straps pulled down on these joins here, which pulls that right down into the ground. As you can see, it's quite sturdy. Shouldn't go anywhere. We've got Velcro panels on here, which can be either set down or lifted up. This one's facing the building, so obviously we don't want people sort of looking into the tent, so we'll leave those down. On this side, I've put 2 up, 1 each end, 1 in the middle I've left down, so the customer can see how to do it. Again, there's a ground bar at the bottom here. Let's just stop it flapping around. I've left them off that side because the customer will be coming in and out, and it can be a bit of a trip hazard if you're not sure, you don't notice it. It will mean it flaps slightly on that end, but it doesn't seem to be so bad. It seems to be coming in a bit from that end. And these can be opened up if it does get pretty warm. Either end to get some air to circulate. And that's pretty much it. That's a 4x6 tent. It's a good size. It holds around 30 to 40 people standing, or 25 to 30 at a squeeze. You could get in seated, but generally what we do, we put tables. There may be 2 tables at one end and 1 on each side. The tables are 1.8 or 2 metres, so you can have 4 tables with food around and just a few chairs scattered. That's generally how it works. On this one they don't want any tables. I think probably they've got their own tables and chairs. And that's it. Often again we've put lights all around this, put flooring down, but they haven't asked for that on this occasion. But when we do one with that, I shall make another video. That's pretty much it. I'm all done. I'm going to go off now to pick up another backdrop. It's for a job tomorrow, so I'm going to pick it up and then bring it over tomorrow morning. And that's pretty much it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one.